let's talk about what you said before, that you don't do any drugs and you don't drink.
Uh-huh.
Like not even smoking weed.
Nope. I don't need no performance enhancer or anything to make me feel well. I'm not trying to mask anything. I like to deal in reality with everything I go through. Like whether it's pain, happiness, sad, I just want to deal with all my emotions. This is Saige, I'm Skilla Baby. This is Street Walks with Saige. Go like, comment, post our videos. We going up. Hey.
Yep, we're going up. Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think. Skilla Baby was a great guest, and there's so much more to him than just what you think.
I love the bird Saige.
To burn. I was like, the bird? Yes. I'm glad you like Saige. And I'm not surprised because you're kind of spiritual.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you.
So Skilla Baby, welcome to Street Walks.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Saige.
In New York. Oh, nice job knowing my name.
Oh, I remember everything.
You do? Is that part of you being able to make music and remembering lyrics?
I think I just have a great memory.
Yeah.
I don't do any drugs, I don't drink, so.
You don't do any drugs or drink?
No.
Really?
I don't smoke weed, I don't do anything.
Not even smoking weed?
No.
Damn, good for you. So your like chill demeanor is just, your chill demeanor, it's just like, did you come out the womb like this?
I used to be hyper as a child. Like, I used to be more hyper. I grew up more reserved now, so I don't know, it's natural for me.
That's cool. I am not that way. I definitely have like a lot of energy and stuff, so that's cool. I could take a page out of your book. Okay, so let's start off the bat about music. Let's talk about what you have coming on the 26th. This will probably be out by the time that the project is released, but tell me about it.
On the 26th, I have a project called The Code. I just want to show my diversity, my range. I want people to get me out of this box that you were just talking about, like with all the girls and the players stuff. I just want people to know I'm well-rounded, I'm multifaceted. I appreciate multiple cultures. I just want people to get that out of the project.
That's cool. I like that.
It should be fun.
I haven't heard it to actually like provide my insight. That's why I'm obviously asking you about it. But yeah, it sucks to be put in any type of a box. And not that I don't feel like I haven't heard that you're put in a box, but I understand you like wanting to not just be known as like a womanizer and like that there's more to you. But I think that's like evident, like if you, in the interviews I've listened to with you, I think you can like females and still have more to you.
Yeah, I think people only pay attention to the surface level of me. So like you were saying, like I give up this cool demeanor, girls like me, so that's what they gravitate to.
Yeah.
So, I just want people to know I have a personality, for real.
Yeah.
And so, I wanted to be heard through my music.
Yeah. So what kind of project is it as far as like, is it something you're going to turn up to? Is it more of something that you're going to listen to like from top to bottom simply to get to know who you are? Is it going to be motivational? What are you getting?
I think the top is more, the top of the project is motivational and getting to know me. The middle of the project is more like affirmation music for women.
Affirmation what?
Affirmation music for women, like embracing girls and stuff like that.
Okay.
The bottom of the project is more turn up music. I think it's like, it's just well rounded and put together.
That's
like,
awesome.
So it's a little Spanish culture in there. I got R&B on there, trap. I got everything on there, a lot of vibes.
And you have a lot of features, right?
Yeah.
So
like 8 features. 9.
I want to ask specifically, G Herbo is one, right? I have had the pleasure of interviewing him, and he was just like a nice, genuine guy, and he also like I feel like was very positive, and I think he was like about, you know, manifesting good things in his life and stuff. From your experience, what were the things that you got out of working with him, and how did you end up with him on the project?
I met G Herbo, and he became like my brother. Like, he's one of those people that call you, check up on you, hype you up, do things that he don't even have to. He came to my city for my birthday, hung with me, did everything. Like, he's just a genuine guy. Like, it is hard to find that in this world, not only in rap culture or music industry. Genuine guys and real friends and real people that just genuinely want to see you do good is hard to come by.
Yeah. Have you experienced, and by the way, cheers to G Herbo, because I believe everything you're saying, because he is that. And that's from me meeting him, I think, just once. Have you had experiences with people in the industry who don't want you to win?
Not necessarily. I stay away from them type of guys.
Yeah.
If I even get the feeling that you're not for me or for us, I try to stay away. I try to be as positive as possible, stay around as many positive people as I can.
I like that. That's cool. What do you feel like made you like that?
I've been through so much.
You what?
I've been through so much in life. It just, like, especially where I come from, it's all based off like past experience. So I grew up seeing so much wrongdoing, violence, negativity and stuff, and it just made me want to be positive as a adult. Like, I've seen a lot of wrongdoings as an adolescent, so like growing up, I just want to make my life as positive, and I'm chasing happiness. That's like my biggest goal, like for all. Like, I don't really chase money or anything, I chase happiness.
And what was the last part? You don't chase money, but you chase what? Happiness?
I just want to be happy for real.
Why do you think, like, growing up around those things that you're describing, it made you actually just want to be positive and happy, as opposed to some of these people who have these negative experiences or are surrounded by negativity and just get wrapped up in it?
Because when growing up around that type of stuff, it make you think certain things, it's like a false reality. So it make you think money and certain things, materialistic things, is real happiness, but it's really not. And
Yeah.
you get caught up in it by the things you're doing to obtain this. But growing up, I just learned, like, other things make me happy. Like, I get happy based off other people around me being happy or seeing smiles and stuff like that. It's real contagious when you're doing stuff like that. Like, smile is contagious, just like negativity is contagious though. Like, so.
Are you a believer that energy is real?
Energy is real.
Yeah.
Energy is very real, and I'm very spiritual. I ain't religious, so to speak, but I'm spiritual. So I believe in faith. And I just think, like, what you put out into the world, you get back.
Manifestation, baby. The law of attraction. Are you familiar with the law of attraction? Yeah. So how did you get introduced to that, or is it just like something that you started doing in your life? Like, for me with the law of attraction, it was something I was kind of doing, and then I learned about it. What was it like for you?
It was like that. Most of the things, like, it's like the book, the 48 Laws of Power. Like, most of the things you do subconsciously, and they just writing it down in a book and telling you why you're doing it and why your brain works that way. But most of the things you do subconsciously just because that's genuinely you.
I'm gonna have to read it. Did you read it?
Yeah, I read 48 Laws of Power. It's a nice book, but you could get caught up in being so, taking a book so literal that it'll make you kind of negative.
Okay, so kind of like take what makes sense for you.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Okay.
It's kind of like religious books. Like, you take how I take it. I take what works for me and what I feel like I have faith in.
Yeah.
And I just use that into my life.
Anything else on the spirituality front aside from kind of manifestation and putting out what you put out is what you get back?
On the spiritual side, I just believe, like I said, in faith. Like, I think religion and spirituality is all based off faith. And I just believe in being a good person. Whatever your interpretation for being a good person, I believe in just being that.
Yeah. How do you maintain faith when shit is not going great or you're going through a hard time in a part of your life?
That's when you're supposed to have the most faith, I believe. That's when your faith is tested. You see how strong your faith is. It's all, you can say you real faithful and you believe when everything's going good. Like, yeah, God keep blessing me, God keep blessing me. But when stuff goes wrong, are you gonna still believe? Are you still gonna have your faith in this, what you believe in? Like, I think people lose faith all the time because stuff be going wrong, but that's exactly the wrong time to lose your faith.
Yeah.
It's exactly when you're not supposed to lose your faith.
So in those moments, let's say you have someone in your life who's sick and dying at some point. Are you having faith in the fact that they're going to get better when you know they're not? Like, what is the faith you're maintaining in that moment?
My faith is not in them getting better. My faith is that God doesn't make wrong decisions. Everything that's supposed to happen happens.
But then, like, why do kids get cancer? Why do, like, terrible things happen?
I think terrible things happen because that's just part of life. I mean, terrible things happen to everybody. I don't know a person that woke up and nothing bad happened to them.
Yeah.
So, like, kids getting cancer, and sometimes it's hereditary. Maybe it's something you ate, but I don't really question anything that God does. Like, it's not for me to question. That's way above my head, and I just believe in putting out good energy. And say a kid does get cancer, I believe in praying for them, doing whatever I can to help, and that's all. Like, maybe it wasn't just meant to be. And I've lost people to cancer. I lost people to gun violence. I never question what goes on. I'm saddened by it, but regardless, I never question God. Never question my faith.
It sounds like you're good at accepting, and that's because of your faith. Good for you. Thanks for sharing your insight there.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you have sisters, right?
3 of them.
3, no brothers?
1 brother.
Okay. How do you feel? And I'll preface this. I have 2 brothers, and my little brother's way younger than me. He's 15. So he's still developing. But my older brother's 32, and I could just tell. I think because he grew up with me as a sister, he just has more empathy in whether it's romance or like to women or to just anything sensitive or vulnerable in general. How do you feel like do you feel like having sisters has influenced your ability to be vulnerable or be empathetic or anything like that?
Definitely. My sisters influenced me in multiple ways. I used to be, I'm still kind of am, like, my empathy level has gone up.
We can't split a poll.
I'm doing better with sympathizing. I can't really empathize with my sisters because I don't know how it feels to be a woman. But I can sympathize with what they have going on sometimes. But my faith is so strong, and like I said, I just deal with stuff so well, like just by not being, I don't stress over stuff that I can't control. So a lot of times it's kind of hard for me to relate to that. But growing up with my sisters, it just taught me that, like, for one, every month women have a point in their life where they feel different anyway, just naturally. So just understanding that, it's a lot easier for me as I got older to understand, to be more understanding, maybe not sympathetic or empathetic. I understand though, I grasp it.
Wait, so are you saying in general, or are you saying like a woman having her period once a month?
A woman having their period once a month, I feel like that in itself just affects them in a way that a man would never understand.
Yeah.
Like the things that they have to go through to cleanse their body and stuff like that. I just feel like a man would never understand it.
Yeah.
I could never empathize or sympathize with the pain they go through or you guys go through. I understand that you guys are going through pain, but I can't sympathize or empathize with it because I never understand that feeling. I never feel that. So as far as other stuff, like being around my sisters affected me like emotionally and stuff like that. Yeah, because what they feel, I feel. Mm-hmm. When they're sad, I'm sad.
Yeah.
Like it affects me. Even though if I don't show it, it still affects me.
Yeah.
But like certain other stuff, like I was saying, like just the emotional change you guys gonna have naturally by going through cycles and stuff like every month, I'll never understand it because I'll never be a woman.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I think like you guys are you guys have to be stronger than men, naturally. So.
Yeah, I didn't even expect you to go that direction, but it makes sense, and that you are. I mean, you're saying that you can have sympathy but not empathy. It sounds to me like you can have both. Like,
yeah.
It sounds like you do have sympathy and empathy for them.
Yeah.
So, and how about, are you close with your brother?
We okay. Like,
Okay.
He kind of older, so it's kind of hard to hang with him because he kind of older.
Okay.
But we ain't that close.
No, thank you. And are your sisters closer to your age or no?
Yeah, one of my sisters, like one of me and my sister, we're a year apart. One of them like 4 years apart. But then my older sister, she's older than everybody, like all of us. She's in her 40s, so.
Okay.
She's doing her own thing.
And you were born when your dad was 52, right?
Yeah.
Any insight from you with having what some people might say is an older dad? Like, any perspective on that? Did it ever affect you in any way? I mean,
it affect me.
I don't think it should,
more.
but go ahead.
It affects me now more than ever because I lost my dad at a young age, and I feel it was from natural causes. So this naturally, that's what when we was talking about dealing with deaths and stuff. It helped me deal with death because I accepted it. Because my dad taught me to accept it though. Like he constantly reminded me like I'm not gonna be here forever. So I think it was good and bad, pros and cons from having an older father. I learned more at a young age. I think that made me more reserved and humble.
Yeah.
When people was out partying and stuff, my dad had me working, reading books, writing essays. So it helped me with me like financially, my financial literacy, like it helped me with that. Writing, like my dad used to have me like doing essays in the 5th grade at home. So it's like.
I saw something about like 31 pager you had to write and then type.
On Thurgood Marshall, yeah.
Do you feel like if he had been younger when he had you, or like with your older siblings, like did he not do stuff like that with them?
No, my dad used to tell me like I was the kid that he was gonna get right this time. Like he was gonna do it the right way. I feel like he neglected them in certain ways, like not being there. My dad was always a good father figure for us, but I feel like he feels like he could have did a little bit more. So I think I was his hope to correct all the mistakes he made as a father for real. He want to do everything the right way.
And do you feel like he got it right?
I mean, I felt the love for my dad, and that's the only thing I can ask for as a son, as a child. You just want to feel that love.
Yeah.
And everything else is extra.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm successful. I'm doing what I want to do. I'm mentally strong. I'm healthy. So I feel like you got it right.
Cool. Cheers to your dad, and I'm sorry that you lost him, but I'm sure he's proud of you.
Yeah, I don't take it as hard as I used to as a child, because I know that's just that's the cycle of life. Like you got a birth date and you got a death date. So
Yeah.
like, I accept it. It wasn't no foul play involved, so I understand that was just natural.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
Can I ask what the natural causes were?
Cancer.
Cancer. I hate cancer. Sorry for my language, but I just hate it. So, and by the way, like anything that I ask about, not that I have anything like crazy prepared to ask you, but if you don't want to answer whatever, just say the word.
Yeah, I understand. I answer most questions. I'm not one of them people that get like, I'm not really bad with answering questions. So whatever, I'm an open book for real.
Okay.
I like to be open.
I appreciate that. It makes it easier and better conversation, but also my goal of doing this is always to make my guests feel comfortable. So that's my disclaimer. But I'm curious about, like, from what I understand, you grew up with your mom until like, I think you were like 10 or something?
Yeah, like 9 years old. Then I moved with my dad, so I was like 14. He died when I was like 15.
And then, so my questions would be, who did you live with then? I think I've seen that you were like, have said like you were damn near homeless. Or like,
yeah, I got kicked out the crib when I was like 16.
And that was back with your mom?
Yeah, her husband ain't really like me. It wasn't nothing on my mom. My mom always worked hard just to take care of us and stuff. I think she was with a man for stability. So I think a lot of women do that, be with a man for stability for their kids and stuff, and I appreciate my mom for that. But me and her husband just didn't get along, so I had to go. But I think that helped me with growing and maturing as a man, so I wouldn't change my life for nothing.
Yeah. And how did it make you feel, or what were your thoughts or emotions when she moved to Ohio from Detroit, right? When you moved in with your dad, she was moving states?
Yeah, we had moved to Ohio. Damn, you know a lot. We moved to Ohio, and I didn't really like it. I didn't really get along with Ohio people that much. Toledo, to be specific. It was nothing for me to do down there. I was always playing sports and stuff. I got down there, kept getting in trouble in school, and it wasn't a good fit for me. Nothing against Ohio people though.
So, as far as getting in trouble, what was you seem like a level-headed person. Do you have to answer it?
It's a jail call. You can keep talking though.
You seem like a level-headed person, and from what I understand from like, you know, doing research on you, which feels creepy to say, but like it's also my job. You like always knew like what was needed to do, but also I think you've said that you had like trouble not getting in trouble.
For sure. Juice, I'm gonna call me back in 20 minutes. I'm doing this interview. Call me back in 20 minutes, bro. All right, bet.
I gotta wait an hour.
All right, bet. Love you.
So like, what's the deal with getting in trouble? But like, you also knew like what was right.
I told you as an adolescent, I was like real energized, and like I had a problem with like, I thought I had ADHD, but the doctor said I didn't have it. I just have a problem staying in one place. I get bored easily. And you know, like an idle mind
Right here.
An idle mind just take you to terrible places, like makes you do stuff that you don't even really want to do. You just doing it out of boredom. Congratulations.
Wait, why congratulations?
She was pregnant.
She definitely didn't hear you. So it's just out of boredom, basically?
Yeah, I was just doing things out of boredom.
Now do you look back and you're like, that was dumb shit, or you like...
Yeah, I just did a bunch of dumb stuff out of boredom. I wasn't really like a terrorist. I didn't hurt people or harm anyone. I just did a little stupid stuff. I can't even remember all the stuff that I was doing. I was just like talking back in school or talking like when I finished my work, being a class clown, that type of stuff. I wasn't really like a terrible person. I wasn't harming people. I wasn't robbing people. I wasn't doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
I was just doing bad kid stuff.
Well, first of all, let's talk about what you said before, that you don't do any drugs and you don't drink.
Uh-huh.
Like not even smoking weed.
Nope.
Has that always been the case?
I used to smoke from when I was like 20 to 22. After that, it just wasn't for me. I tried to do it. It wasn't my thing. Like, I don't know. I just never been a smoker or a drinker for real. I tried it like socially. It just doesn't work out for me.
This is weed?
Weed, yeah.
And what about alcohol?
You know, like, I still like, sometimes maybe I try like to take a shot, but it never really like, it doesn't make me feel well. Like, it's just not my thing. Like,
Have you ever been drunk?
I've been drunk before.
Did you like the feeling?
No.
Okay. Were you hungover the next day?
Yeah, it just makes me feel sick. And I don't need no performance enhancer or anything to make me feel well. I'm not trying to mask anything. I like to deal in reality with everything I go through. Like, whether it's pain, happiness, sad, I just want to deal with all my emotions.
Yeah. There's so much people should be like highlighting about you. This is like cool. You should be proud of yourself. Do you feel that at all?
I mean, I appreciate being me. I appreciate my life. Whatever people highlight, they just highlight. I don't need that type of, can I get a napkin? You got a napkin? Yeah, I was just telling you I was secure with myself. And,
yeah.
Like, people, notoriety don't really, I don't need people to tell me that I'm a good person.
It comes from within. But then also at the same time, like, it probably feels good, like in a moment like this. I mean, I know I'm a stranger to you, but like, to still feel like...
For you to be a stranger and highlight that I'm a good person, I love it. Like,
yeah, it's cool.
I feel like when you interview people, maybe some people come off as a snob or anything. I don't want to come up as that. Like, I want you to feel my energy. I told you I'm a big energy person.
Yeah.
So I want you to feel like, okay, he's genuinely a good person based off energy.
Yeah, and I do feel that. And it's also what you're saying. Like, and also, as a disclaimer, if someone does smoke or drink or do drugs, like, that also doesn't make them a bad person in any way. But it's just interesting to hear your lifestyle, about your lifestyle and like what's led you there. And as far as other drugs, have you tried anything else?
No, I'm scared of drugs for real. I mean, my doctor gave me Percocets for my mouth when I got my teeth pulled, but other than that, I never really tried no drugs. Like, I'm scared of it. Okay. I see how other people act off of them.
Yeah.
And I don't have an addictive personality, but I have a reactive personality.
Meaning, like, someone could piss you off or something?
Yeah, I think like certain drugs enhance certain emotions or trigger certain things.
Yeah.
And I think like I'm very reactive already.
Yeah.
So I don't want to enhance that.
Yeah, you're self-aware. You know your potentially weaknesses and don't want to make them weaker. Definitely. I guess. Yeah. As a side note, are these permanent?
No, these aren't permanent.
So you just like pull them out like a retainer?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you have braces?
Yeah, I have braces.
So you actually have good teeth?
Yeah, I have good teeth underneath these.
But you prefer to not show your good teeth? You prefer?
No, just certain times I just put these in because actually my homeboy was like, yeah, you got to do that just to, like, all my homeboys infatuated with jewelry and stuff. So I be letting them tell me what to get for real.
Okay.
So so I just let them influence me to get these for real.
So when you first got them, did you speak at all like you had like a retainer in and like sounded weird?
I mean, it feels like my retainer. I still wear a permanent retainer, not a permanent retainer, but I gotta wear a retainer to keep my teeth straight.
Do you wear it every night?
Not every night, but I should be wearing it every night. I lose them a lot.
Oh, so then you just go get a new one? I love that. I wear my retainers every night too.
Yeah. I was scared. My teeth were so bad, like not rotten, but they was like crowded and stuff as a kid, my whole childhood. I never let my teeth go back to being like that.
Yeah. I had teeth like these two were like up here and shit. Did you too?
My canines.
Yeah.
My canines was up top.
Yeah, it's just not worth it. My grandma still wears her retainer. So does my mom, my brother, like. But anyway, I'm glad you had braces and you wear your retainers. So okay, let's talk about the fact that you worked at McDonald's and worked at, I don't know where else you worked. I know you worked at McDonald's.
Worked at McDonald's, Bullcrest, Cinnabon, Happy's Pizza, which is like a franchise in Michigan. I worked at a bowling alley, Walmart, Red Lobster.
Oh, I did know Red Lobster in the bowling alley.
Yeah,
I knew those.
I worked at a lot of places. I worked at Captain J's Chicken. I worked at a lot of places. Mostly Bullcrest Grill was my first job, but mostly like food industry restaurant stuff. So.
Which was your favorite?
Which was my favorite? Bullcrest Grill. We
Why?
made shawarmas. It was Mediterranean food.
So it was just the food that you preferred, not like the atmosphere?
Yeah, like working the job just wasn't for me. Like that atmosphere, working anywhere wasn't really my favorite thing to do because I have a problem with authority. Like I hate people telling me what to do. I like to feel free.
Yeah.
But you know it's a hierarchy when you working for someone, so you gotta respect their level of authority, especially if it's over yours. So at every job you gotta build from ground up. So that was it was difficult for me dealing with that.
And I've heard you say that that's why you got fired from all the jobs, right?
Yeah.
But so why was it important to you to get a 9-to-5? Like I've heard you say that was important and you didn't really want to be like in the streets kind of thing, but why?
My dad just instilled in me, like as a man, anywhere I go in the world, I should at least have $1 in my pocket, whether you don't know what you need to do with it. You might have to catch a city bus, you might have to get some food, you might need some water, anything. You gotta have some money in your pocket, and like steady income is important. Like nobody understands the importance of being financially free and having your own, not owing anybody. I just wanted to get a 9-to-5 because I needed money. Like we all need money, and I think some people get caught up with the internet or society norms, like especially from being from a street background. People think like it's embarrassing to have a job, but it's even more embarrassing to not have money. So
say that one more time for the people in the back.
I think it's more embarrassing to not have money than to get a job, because at the end of the day, no one's gonna pay your bills but you.
Yeah.
Especially as a man.
Yeah. So. Good for you. That's awesome. So is there anything that you are going through right now that we will hear about in your music later?
I think I'm just growing up. I'm starting to see things for what they are, not for what I want them to be. I'm appreciating more, I'm seeing more. I'm taking on a lot more responsibilities. I think like I'm just elevating my sound, elevating my life, broadening my horizon. You're gonna hear all that.
Yeah. Anything in particular to pinpoint that's making you learn those things?
I think it's just, I'm growing with like my career. Like I'm seeing different places that I've never seen. Like I just went to Shreveport, Louisiana. I'd have never went there for vacation, nothing. They booked me for a show. Like, I'm just seeing more things, seeing people, different cultures, and I'm taking what I can from them. I'm just seeing more, I think. And then with success, you just deal with more naturally.
Music, plug yourself one more time before we wrap up with your album that's coming.
Plug myself. Skilla Baby, I got the coldest project coming this Friday. A lot of features, a lot of good music. It's real diverse. It's gonna be fun. You're gonna learn more about me. And the biggest thing, I just want everybody to have fun with it. You know?
Yeah. Cheers to that. I'm sure it's gonna be super successful. I remembered my question. As far as music and gaining success, has it been weird going from from what I understand, you were kind of like couch surfing at one point to, I've heard you talk about like, you'll get a girl a Chanel bag, whatever, like having money where you could do what you want. Like, is it weird at all, like that transition? And like, was there a point or is there a point where like people kind of expect that you would have a certain amount of money because you're starting to gain notoriety, but like you're like, actually like, I'm not actually there?
I always know what I wanted to do with the smallest amount of money that I would get. So when my life changed and I started growing up, I already knew the investments I wanted to make. I buy property, I book myself some shows, I got black truck services. I do a lot of stuff. So I'm able to give back to my community and do all the stuff I really want to do. Maybe sometimes people do think I'm just richer than I am, but I'm doing okay and I'm well off. I'm actually trying to buy a hotel right now, so cool. I got some cool investments.
And like, you're involved in some sort of real estate development, right?
Yeah, I'm one of the youngest black developers in Detroit, so.
Good for you. Cheers to that.
I get houses and I develop them, rehab them, and make them livable. Some of them for subsidized housing. Some people I rent to are my close family or friends. I think that's like the smartest thing to do is buy real estate and property because they're not making more land. They're not doing that. So.
And passive income, can't go wrong.
It's gonna come. Like,
yeah.
You know that's coming every month, so.
Yeah, good for you. That's awesome. Okay, and also, don't forget about tour. You're going on tour. People can get their tickets.
You can get your tickets right now. Me and Rob, 4-9 is going on tour. First tour date, June 1st, Chicago. We'll be in Chicago and Detroit that day. It should be fun. Vultures Eat the Most tour. Get your tickets right now online. Link is in our bio.
We can put it in the episode notes too.
Everybody just come out, have fun. I think it's gonna be one of the funnest tours of the year.
You coming back to New York for one?
Yeah, we got a New York date.
Okay.
I think we've been having so much good feedback on the tour, we're gonna have to open it up and expand it, put some more dates on the calendar, so.
That's not a bad problem to have. All right, well, Skilla Baby, thanks for doing Street Walks.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Appreciate you. It was nice talking to you.
You too. Do you remember my name?
Saige.
All right, cheers to that. What's up? This is Saige with Skilla Baby.
And we're doing Street Walks with Saige. Tell us what you think about the video. Go like, comment, and subscribe right now.